Welcome back to another episode of Saving Grace, and today I'm joined by my wife, and we are going to do... You want to say something?
For the 100th time.
And we are going to be debriefing on our holiday from fucking hell.
No, it wasn't that bad.
This is rich from Ella. Off camera, she's like, fuck
Also,
this.
have I got anything in my teeth?
No, have I?
Yeah, big old kiss from me.
Right, anyway.
Right,
Shall we begin? So, we were originally going to Thailand, Koh Samui, for 12 days. Now, we'd already got ourselves up with the lingo, Sawadika,
Kapkunka.
or Kopkunka if you're speaking to a man.
Kapkunka.
And don't know if you can do it with the accent.
Sorry.
That was insane.
I think I can, that's fine. Leave that in, that was great.
Right. Anyway.
Yeah, get to it, Grace.
Well excited, really. So we get on the flight and we land. Okay?
No, we're going to this. We had to get 2 flights from Heathrow, Terminal 2. Grace says she don't like Terminal 2, she likes Terminal 5. So already Grace is moaning.
Right.
Then we get on the flight and it's 11 hours to Bangkok.
Mm-hmm.
What's the capital of Thailand? Bangkok, bit of fun. Right.
What?
That's what everyone used to do at school.
I've never heard that.
People used to go around and hit each other in the balls.
Oh, Bangkok, bit of fun.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Right.
Anyway, we get to Bangkok. We're really excited.
Yeah.
Then we have to fly to Koh Samui. Well, Grace doesn't like flying. She gave us both pills on the first flight, and I was fucking... I don't know where I was.
I was off my nut.
I was
so
in a
good.
different fucking solar system.
I woke up and we were in Bangkok.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Actually, I fucked it because 2 hours in, I fell asleep for 2 hours. And then for 9 hours, I was literally licking windows and Grace was just sleeping. And I thought...
I woke up halfway and Ella was watching Britain's Got Talent. I thought it must be bad.
I love Britain's
It must
Got
be
Talent.
bad.
Anyway,
Anyway.
whatever. We get to Koh Samui. The airport's lovely.
Gorge. It's got
Yeah.
like bean bags outside.
Like market vibes.
Yeah,
It's all
cute.
outside.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
it's 8 a.m. when we land. Check-in's not till 3.
Yeah.
So we then get to the hotel. A lovely hotel.
It was.
What did they give us? That drink. Don't know,
What was
it wasn't a welcome drink
But
though.
also, Grace asked for prosecco on the flight from Bangkok to Koh Samui, and they looked at her like she was a recovering alcoholic.
And it was 6 a.m. But
They were like, "We don't sell prosecco," and I was like,
I said, what type of flight are we
"Orange
on?
juice will do."
Yeah, I didn't have that. So anyway, then we land. So we get to the hotel and we get this like juice as our welcome drink.
It was nice.
Already I'm pissed off. Because if I come to your hotel, it doesn't matter whether it's 5 a.m, 2 p.m, 3 p.m, whatever, like a rum punch or something, you know? In Barbados, we landed, we got a rum punch.
Well, it's not Barbados, is it? It's Koh Samui.
It is. Anyway, so we get there and we're waiting and we meet this lovely couple having
so we
breakfast.
go sit down by the bar because we're waiting for our room, and we're like, prosecco o'clock.
Yeah, of course.
All the waitresses as well. Everyone was judging us. Like,
Yeah, it's okay.
It was 8 o'clock in the morning. We was drinking prosecco. But at that point, we needed to feel something.
Yeah, I just need to feel anything.
We were on a plane for a long time.
Yeah.
And we just needed to feel a little giddy, like. So we was drinking prosecco, and this man comes over and he says, "Hiya, girls," and straight away, Grace, when approached by a male, Grace automatically...
I think he wants his pussy.
Yeah. So Grace was like looking at me for help, and I was like, "Oh, you're right," just being polite. And he was like, "My wife loves you."
Then I opened up. I said, all right, fine.
We look at the wife, right? And he's calling her over.
Right. I just need to preface, by the way, this couple, the loveliest couple. Like, they were actually so cute.
They were adorable.
So
And
lovely.
if this is anyone's mum, honestly, if I could have done anything to help in that moment, all I was trying to do was stop Grace from laughing.
Right. Don't spoil it. So anyway, she gets up to come say hello. And she's like, I don't know what she's hit, but she's gone to fall.
No, there was a big concrete block holding up the canopy, and it had a big string attached to it, big concrete block, right? She gets up from her chair, doesn't realise the block is there. She falls. She's McFallen.
She's McFallen. But she then
fell.
tries to stop herself, McFallen, by grabbing the string that's holding the canopy up. Right?
At this point, she's like legs off the floor, body... She was. She was.
And right, so my thing is
We
if
shouldn't laugh. We love you, whoever you are.
no,
honestly.
if I fall, I hate when people go, "Oh my god, are you okay?" Right?
You're not of age, Grace. This woman was middle-aged, right? So if that's like my mum falling over, if my mum fell over, I would not laugh. I would be like, someone call an ambulance. Because when you get to a certain age, you don't say, "Oh, you've fallen over, ha ha."
You've had a fall.
You've had a fall.
Right. So my immediate reaction was
Grace
to
laughed.
burst out laughing. I was like, I knee slapped. I did it. I was like, "Wah!" Like that. It was so loud.
And I
My
was sat
laugh.
there with my mouth open at Grace, like, you are not
And
doing this
then-
right now.
I clocked that no one else in the bar laughed.
No, everyone rushed to her fucking...
Right. So now I feel like a dickhead.
Of course you
So
do.
when she comes over, I've gone, let me just make light of this. So I've gone, not me laughing at you falling over. Nothing.
There's crickets.
Nothing.
And then I just had to change the conversation. I was like, how long you been here?
So that was we'd been there
Grace
10
ruined
minutes.
that whole thing, Grace, honestly. Anyway.
She was a lovely
Hello,
woman, though. I wouldn't leave him alone for the rest of the holiday. Anyway, so that was our introduction. So we now get into our room. Ella has asked for a mosquito net. So me and Ella were basically camping. There was,
It was kind of cute.
It was, yeah.
I
Yeah.
felt closer to you.
Yeah, me too, babe.
We was in like a little bubble. while
Like
we
a
were in bed.
cocoon.
Yeah, that's how it felt.
Anyway, so we're sat in this little bubble. We've got a little net. It's cute. The hotel room's lovely.
It was lovely.
Paid extra for a pool. Didn't use it.
Didn't use it once, actually.
didn't use it
because I saw
once.
a lizard run up the wall and I thought, there's no way I'm going near that.
Yeah. So what did we do that night? We didn't really do anything, did we?
That night we went for a little meal on like a little rooftop. Weather was shit. There was no sunset. It was meant to be a sunset bar.
One thing about Thailand when we were there, it would kill them to have a bit of sunshine.
Yeah, it was. But to be fair, even though the sun wasn't shining, it
It
was
was hot.
I felt like I was in a tumble dryer.
I felt like I couldn't breathe. It was so British.
Yeah.
It's freezing, and when we get to a hot country, like, it's fucking hot.
All we kept phrasing was it's hot, and then I'd go, it might be too hot.
No, but it was like a type of heat where I thought I was going to combust and die
Yeah, Grace
at
was
any
struggling.
point. Because I'm so white. I'm so white.
Yeah.
I've got ginger skin. I can't go in the sun. I'll burn. So even being in the heat, I thought, fucking hell. Anyway, it's
So
not
as
the
you can
point.
imagine, going on holiday with Grace is a bunch of laughs.
Yeah.
I get a lot of sun.
Yeah, Ella
Everywhere
loves
we
the
go,
sun.
Grace is like, put up the umbrella. And I'm like, I just want to literally cook myself.
Yeah, shoot me for not wanting melanoma. Anyway, so that night, cool, go to bed. Next day,
It's a great day. Those people that we met, the man and woman,
yeah,
they were like, look, this is what you need to do while you're here. We've been here so many times, boom, boom, boom. So I'm like, straight away, I'm online booking the elephant sanctuary, right? We go to the elephant sanctuary in the morning.
yeah. Can I just quickly say something?
What's the matter?
Elephants in real life, fucking huge. They are one of the scariest animals
They ain't scary.
I have ever been in
They were
contact
all
with.
female, so they weren't going to be aggressive or they didn't have big horns or nothing like
They
that.
flap the fuck out of me with their ear.
No, that means they're happy. We learnt a lot about them, actually. If they're from Africa or they're from...
You learnt a lot, clearly.
Shit. No, you get African elephants and then the other one.
One has like an
One
M
has
on their
two
head.
bumps on their head and one has one. Also, the way their tongue is...
People are going to sleep, Ella. Come on, get
goes
to the...
back. Ours is like this and theirs goes back.
They'd be awful at eating pussy.
Oh, also, they've got more than one finger on the end of their thing. One of them has one finger.
We get there, and first of all, we get to feed them. So we're feeding them watermelon. Like I don't really know what else.
There was melon, watermelon.
All the melons.
Yeah.
We're feeding them. I was a bit scared, but it was okay.
It was cute.
It was cute. Then we met this Scouse couple.
They were great.
Great. And we met this Australian couple.
Yeah, everyone was like recognising Grace and I was like, this is so cool because we're on the other side of the world in Thailand and people still recognise your fat head.
Yeah. What I am going to say is people from the UK will recognise in my fat
Even the
head.
elephants were like, fuck me, it's GK
GK
Barry.
Barry. And they were like, oh, does this feel like you're back in the jungle? I was like, there we go.
They were
I
like
heard that so many
they
times
were
out
great.
there.
They were great.
So yeah, and then we get to, this is where I get fucked off.
What happened?
They go, right, you can have a bath with them now. I don't know how ethical this is, by the way, but the elephants looked really happy. Like they were
Their
happy.
ears were flapping, they were buzzing.
They had food. Anyway, so we get in this, what can only be described as a
Swamp.
sewage pond,
It's
like
a swamp.
pond. Yeah. The water is green. Anyway, we're in there. Fucking elephants moving the hose about. I'm thinking...
the man put the hose in the elephant's trunk and then he was just being playful and he was spraying us all.
But I've come into Thailand going, can't drink the water here. So now I'm like being waterboarded by this elephant because I can't breathe because I'm scared of getting it in my mouth. Anyway, washing the elephant. That was a bit of fun, wasn't it?
I enjoyed that first morning. That was great.
Yeah, the elephant shat in the water though. Do you remember it was getting out and it fucking honked?
Yeah.
So, and listen, I've got nipple piercings. I'm thinking these are going to get infected. I haven't got a shot for elephant shit. I don't know what's in it. So I was very on edge about that.
So dramatic. Not like you, Grace.
Anyway.
So we leave there. We've had great fun.
Great fun.
We then think, well, what should we do with our night? So we decide to go and watch a drag show.
Yeah, so we have a couple drinks.
Bit of food.
Wait, this drag show, there was us two and two other people in this massive room for the drag show.
Looking thing.
Yeah, so like we're like, oh, we can't even leave because obviously, listen, gay rights, so I'm supporting it. I'm giving you my money. As soon as I heard there was a drag show, guess what? I'm front row.
Yeah.
I'm clocking. Do you know what I mean? I'm doing all that with my fingers. But now I'm feeling like we've got to make up for the fact there's no one in it.
Yeah. Grace was fucking... Actually, I got the ick a little bit.
I was hooting and hollering.
Was like, slay queen! And like, it was just dead silent. And it was just Grace shouting all these things.
Oh, yes! Get it! Fucking yeah! And then we got
at one point you did a little woo as well.
I did woo because the silence was loud.
Right.
Anyway, but they loved us.
They did. And then at one point during the show, they just got us, I'm saying us all, they got 4 of us on the stage, the only 4, and we all started doing the YMCA to absolutely fucking
the gayest thing you've ever seen.
The theatre was empty and we were all stood on stage doing the YMCA performance and not one person was there.
To clap. And also, when you paid for the drinks, we paid in baht, and the waitress with the mostess came over and made Ella retrieve the change from her titties.
I did do that.
I said, that's cheating.
That were fake titties.
They were fake titties, so it doesn't count. Anyway, I did that, then we go on the piss. So we go to this, so we're about to go home because nothing's happening. We're in the back of this like truck, open air.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind, my auntie's son lost his eye from travelling one of these. So I'm too pissed to care. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, we'll be best hold on. Anyway, go past this bar, tunes.
Yeah, there's this Chinese guy on these drums.
Yeah.
With his band. And they're fucking giving it some, right?
Yeah.
And I look at Grace and Grace looks at me and I say...
Follow that tune. Yeah.
So we get off the back of this cab and then we get into this bar and we meet this lovely group of people.
Yeah.
The boy wasn't so lovely, and if you're watching this,
let's fucking talk about this, right?
Fuck you, little
Anyway,
bastard.
I thought this bloke was gay because he was with loads of girls.
Grace starts twerking on him.
I twerk on him because I think he's gay.
He's with a group of girls. I know this man straight because previous to you twerking on him, he came up to me and said, oh, they want a photo with Grace acting the big one. So I was like, well, let him have a photo then. And then I turn back and he's having a photo with Grace as well. And I thought, you've just fucking almost dogged your friends off wanting to have a photo with Grace. And now you're jumping in a photo with Grace. So when he came back over to me, I stuck it on him and I said, oh, look, you've taken the piss out of them. Now you want a photo. He said,
yeah,
oh, I'm going to send it to me lad's group chat, and just put. And then he stopped. And I thought, I'm a gypsy and I'm going to knock your fucking head off. He stopped and then he went, no, go and say it. And he went, oh, I was just going to say, like, it's not a surprise to see Grace in Thailand. Trying to, he didn't actually say it was chest, so I couldn't slap him. But he was trying to insinuate that you were a lady boy. Right? And, it's not a surprise to see her in Thailand. So this boy can
how muggy that is.
You can fuck off, mate.
Anyway.
Your friends were nice.
But then we stuck with the girls. We went on a full night out with the girls. They were so much fun. They were lovely, weren't they?
We finished the night with a game of pool. Some McDonald's.
Bearing in mind this whole time Ella's ill.
Yeah, I wasn't well. I didn't feel well.
Ella's not well at this
also,
point.
You took my shoes halfway through the night because Grace had fucking high heels on. This always happens. It just annoys me. It pisses me off. I'll wear sensible shoes. We're going out for a long time. I'm going to wear sensible shoes.
Birkenstocks.
Grace will wear heels and then when her feet are blistered to fuck and she can't walk without pain, she'll then moan. So then I'm like, take my fucking shoes, Grace. So I give Grace my shoes and now I'm barefoot in a club in Thailand. No wonder I got unwell. I'm barefoot and I'm like, brilliant. I then have to get my card, run down the road, about 10-minute run. I ran because I was thinking, don't want to miss out on the fun. I ran to 7-Eleven and got myself some fucking shoes.
Yeah.
Some like beat up bloody
Anyway.
fake Yeezy sliders.
We go to bed. I wake up about 4 a.m. Me stomach. Yeah.
Good.
My stomach's hooting and hollering. So's me arse. So I'm thinking, I'm just going to nip.
Ooh.
Yes. I'm going to nip to the loo.
Yeah. The smell of your shit woke me up.
Right. I blew up that toilet, okay? And I just want to preface here.
Disgusting.
I have such bad health anxiety, emetophobia. I've heard horror stories that people who drink the ice, I don't know what I was drinking, drink the ice, get like sick and shit. And so now I'm like, I've got the shit. So I'm going to be sick at some point. So now I'm spiraling. I'm spiraling. I go back to bed, whatever. Guess what? Ella wakes up. Time to see the monks.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. We can't say the full story. So
we went to see the monks that day, but I had no voice.
So anyway,
I was really unwell.
Ella then rents a moped.
This was sick.
I have never felt so close to God.
I'm like this, Grace. Don't worry, I got this, babe. I've drove a moped before. Let's just rent. Oh, hiccup.
It's okay.
Let's just rent a moped, and I'm gonna take you around Thailand and just let you see the views from the back seat. I get on this moped. I've never drove a moped before.
She lied.
I've never fucking drove a moped before. So I've ripped the handle back, and the guy standing there who's just rented it to us. I ripped it back. We're fucking all over the place. I pull the brake. I'm like, this is no good. Everyone's looking at us like, do these girls need
And bearing
help?
in mind, my helmet doesn't fit, so I'm wearing it like a necklace. Like it starts on my head, and as soon as a little whiff of air hits it, it's gone. Yeah, so there's no safety here.
Anyway, I did get onto the road safely. And the first 10 minutes of that
We were going 2 miles an hour. I was screaming.
I needed to just take care because I'd never drove a moped before. I can't lie to you.
Anyway, get to the temple. At this point,
There's no monk.
it's 90 degrees. I'm sweating my tits off. I'm hungover, right? So we walk up about 50,000 stairs to the temple, and I'm going, it's all right because the monks will probably have something for this. You know, like even just their aura will like fix the nausea and shits that I've got. Bearing in mind, I'm in white linen trousers, so I need a hero. Okay?
Yeah.
Get there. Monks are on their fucking lunch break.
They weren't there.
They weren't there.
But I did get a handmade bracelet from a monk.
Here's another thing. So Ella, I don't know what's going on, but I think it's just the heat. Ella's in this gift shop buying these bracelets.
Gift shops, like, when you go into gift shop, I don't know what it's about me, but genuinely, this is how I feel.
Okay.
I can't go into a gift shop without crying because I go into the gift shop and then I start thinking about my loved ones. And then there's a sad song.
Who are alive, by the way.
They're all alive, of course, but like, you know, I
One day
love
they
my
won't be.
family so much. So as soon as I went into the shop and started thinking about buying gifts for them, I then start crying.
There's like a fucking piano version of You Say It Best When You Say Nothing at All. Like it's all emotion. Anyway, well, Ella's having a midlife crisis.
I was crying, yeah. I didn't feel well as well.
I'm about to pass out from the heat. I'm sweating.
That's not true. I look over at Grace and I'm crying. She's held up this big dildo that's in the gift shop. Oh, look at this. And I'm like,
It's a butt plug.
crying.
I said, what are the chances of selling butt plugs at a temple?
Oh, that was it. Yeah, butt plug. And I'm just there crying. And I say to Grace, I need to leave this shop.
Yeah, well, I've had to sit on the floor as well at this point because I'm about to pass out. So I'm sat on the floor of a gift shop while Ella's hysterically crying. Horror. Anyway, we leave the fucking place, right? Anyway, we drive past a capybara cafe.
Yeah, nice.
Cool. So we drive off and we're like, no, let's go back. I have to hold my hands up here and say this was really unethical. Okay? But we didn't know that till we'd gone in.
Obviously, like when you go in, you think, oh, a bit of fun. Like
capybaras.
Capybaras. My niece is obsessed with capybaras. I had to do it for her. But we go in and
it's like a Pret with animals. It was
actually far.
No, I need to just give a vision.
There were these big capybaras.
Fake grass. Big. These capybaras fucking walking about. There's
a meerkat.
Meerkats.
A meerkat, yeah.
Just argue. And he's going, hold the meerkat, hold the meerkat. I'm going, I don't want to hold the fucking... I've held the meerkat, right? Yeah. I've looked to my left. There's one duck.
In the pool.
Just a duck in this pool.
Yeah.
And I just thought, nah, this is so bad. And do you know what the cherry on top was? There was like, what the fuck is it like in Pets at Home? Like a glass, it's not a cage, but it's like a glass tank.
It's like a glass thing. And then you can put your hand in the top, but it's like,
yeah,
it is like a cage.
It is. And it's got these like rats in. And I looked to my right and this rat was trying to escape.
He was digging at the sand, trying to get out, and then he was scratching at the glass, and I thought, we need to get out of it.
I said, I need to leave.
Yeah, because it was actually really sad.
That made me feel horrific. I really hope that place gets shut down.
Yeah, I agree.
I did get to feed some capybaras, though. Every cloud has a silver lining. They ate some grass. They ate some... What else did they eat?
They had fruit as well.
Fruit. So, the 5 a day. Can't complain. But yeah, that was really unethical. Anyway.
I think it was.
We go home. Ella makes us go to a Muay Thai fight.
Oh, sick.
Is it?
Yeah.
I step in there. I'm overstimulated. All they've got is fans. There's not a sight of aircon. And this man, first fight we see, shoulder pops out.
Oh, yeah, his shoulder came out, yeah.
I've gone.
And we saw a flying knee in person. That's sick.
That was fun. Anyway, so we've done that. We've gone home.
That was our second day, by the way. So a lot had happened in the first 2 days.
Third day.
Day 3, I'm like, let's go.
This is when the mental breakdown begins. So we're both not feeling well.
No.
The weather is, we might as well have stayed in the UK. Anyway, so we get on this bus. We're at the back of the bus. Listen, if you've got emetophobia, you know you never sit at the back of a minibus because if you need to get out, you can't get out.
By the way, oh no, we went to the beach club that night.
Oh shit! Then we went to a beach club. There's nothing much to say about that.
That was kind of cool though. Guy with violin, whatever. While we're at the beach club, I say to Grace, I didn't even ask. I just said, babe, I've booked us 20 zip lines through the forest tomorrow. And Grace was like all up for it because you'd had a drink.
I was pissed as a fart.
Yeah, Grace was buzzing. But then you mugged me off on your story because you was acting buzzing to my face. And then when I'd stop talking, you'd be like, and make me feel like an idiot.
Yeah.
Anyway, we get on a bus in the morning, early doors, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, so we're now at the back of the minibus, right? I've started crying.
Grace is crying on this minibus.
It's the lowest point of my life so far.
Yeah.
I've just been like, I don't know what it is. It was something about being there that I just felt.
It was the air.
It was just something. I just felt off.
Yeah.
Just didn't feel myself. I was constantly
when we landed,
anxious.
I did feel like that as well.
Yeah.
I think it was so far from our comfort zone. We went a little too far. Like,
we've been to
all
Australia.
All we've ever been to is Benidorm and Crete.
We're so English, yeah.
You know, so like this is like our second holiday together.
Yeah.
And
we're both trying to force having a good time, which is why we're booking all this shit.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm now crying on the bus and I'm just like, I just feel really anxious. Like I'm just so anxious, blah, blah.
Yeah.
We get there. We're ziplining now. I want to punch Ella in her fucking face. That's how I feel. And after every zip line, she's going, how good was that? I'm going, no, like how many more have we got left? She's like, 9-6, brilliant. So we get to the end of it. But
the gay guy was great.
The gay guide was, he was like, I'd like go and he'd be like, oh my God, I haven't clipped it on. And I'm halfway across the jungle.
Yeah. Yeah, he was sick.
He didn't help me anxiety. There's like
so
holes
funny.
in the trees that you have to be fucking glided down.
Yeah.
Don't check me aura
It
ring.
was great. And then we get to the end of the 20 and then the guy goes, right, you can upgrade to like do 5 more or you can leave now. Well, obviously, I'm not going to leave now. You know, I'm going to do...
Yeah, that would be like the normal sensible
I've
thing to
agreed
do.
to the guy, I'm going to do 5 more. And I've turned to Grace and said, we've paid for the gold. We're not leaving. So we go on this... How long was this zip
The
line?
gold
It was the
were
2
5 longest zip lines.
Yeah.
I, the whole way, straight-faced. You know when you're so pissed off? Straight-faced.
Yeah, Grace was happy.
Not even a scream.
I was turning upside down on my zip line. I was putting my arms out. When I was going...
The guide was cracking me up. He's going, I love you.
Yeah.
I was like, love you.
Yeah.
It was horror. Anyway, we finished that. Praise be.
I was proud of you that day.
I appreciate that. You were actually. I do appreciate, and I did it for you.
Yeah.
Anyway, guess what? Go to another Muay Thai fight. Yeah.
At this point as well, can I just add, I've been bitten alive.
Oh my God, we have both been eaten.
No, mine was fucking bad.
No, Ella, mine
not
was
a
bad.
competition,
It
but
is a competition.
Mine were blistered. I've still got scars now.
Yeah, but mine was straight away in the jungle, so I was itching and ziplining. Do you know how overstimulating that is?
So was I.
Yeah, well, whatever. And my tan was coming off. Anyway.
Right. I had really bad gnat bites.
Bearing in mind, Ella still doesn't have a voice.
Yeah, my voice is just still
The whole time. She's been on voice rest for 2 days. We've barely been speaking because she can't speak, right? Anyway.
I just had Grace going at me the whole time.
Just anxiety, just going for it.
She would like purposely start an argument because she knew I couldn't talk back.
Amazing.
And she'd be like, I fucking told you, blah, blah, blah. And I'd just be like, you can't say that.
So then we go to another Muay Thai fight. We see someone get... Also, at this point, I'm feeling unwell. Like, I've got like... I can't touch my body because it hurts. I've got a temperature.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay, cheers. I've got a temperature and Ella's not well either. So we go to a Muay Thai fight and we're just not well. The next day we wake up and we're
hysterical.
Again,
I've got this
so not well.
point.
And I had a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
And I phoned my mum and I was just like, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you feel so unwell.
I did think, I had like a premonition, I think. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I genuinely thought one of us was going to die in Thailand.
It's so dramatic.
No, but seriously, Grace, when you've got an eerie feeling, like when we landed, that's what it was, like an eerie feeling, like one of us are going to die here. No.
Okay, no, I believe you. I get it. You got
that morning as well, and I was like, mate, either the what are they called, mosquitoes are going to eat me alive, or like genuinely eat my whole body, or we're going to die if we stay here.
Oh my God, do you know what we've missed out? Went to a beach club. Bloke put a lizard on her arm. A gecko. Them full dragons.
He did do that.
And then someone else came up to us with a monkey on his arm. So what the fuck is going on? Anyway, so we woke up that morning.
Oh, I got a fire span around me as well at this club.
You did. That was good.
That was kind of cool, to be fair.
Anyway.
That was the day after ziplining.
No, that was the day of where we met the girls.
That was the day of ziplining.
Oh.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
It wasn't.
It wasn't then.
It was the day of ziplining.
Anyway, we've then decided, right, let's just book a flight out of it. We've both been like, we're just forcing having fun.
I can just speak at this point.
Yeah.
I'm like, Grace, you should have spoke to me earlier. And Grace is like, well, you ain't been able to speak. So yeah, we were like, let's just get the fuck out of here. Let's go. We don't feel it. We're not feeling great. We're not happy. Don't stay somewhere that you're unhappy. Grace then books 4 flights to get us to Mykonos.
It was like the last flight out of Koh Samui. I thought, fuck it, let's just go.
Let's hit the road now. Pack our cases, go downstairs. There's been a family emergency. Run.
Yeah.
Go straight to the airport. Fly from Koh Samui to Bangkok. We get to Bangkok.
Let's just talk about Bangkok quick.
They won't check our bags in.
We've arrived from our connecting flight. I've gone up to the desk and the guy's gone, we're not checking bags in because it's been open since 4. I said, that's so funny because I don't care. Because our flight only just came in.
Yeah.
So like, you could have been opened since 3 a.m. It's none of my business. I've only just landed. That's not my fault.
Yeah.
He's gone, I'm not checking bags in. At this point,
all fours crying and praying.
And he's gone, oh, but also there's only one flight that leaves to where you're going. I've got, listen.
1 flight a day. 1
flight from a pum pum EA. I've literally gone, please. We're both like nearly crying at this point.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Please. I genuinely beg it. And he goes, all right, fine. Checks our bags in, right? And then he turns to me and goes, you've only got 15 minutes to make this flight, by the way, so good luck. I thought, I'll deal with you later.
They didn't check my little case in either, so I got all my bloody products for my hair.
No, so then we've had to go to security. They've pulled Ella's case, of course.
Because I thought it was going to go in.
Tom Ford.
Checked in.
Tom Ford perfume.
Oh, man.
Hair masks.
Money mask.
Hello? The Colour Wow money mask. Whole tub.
She took the whole thing and I was like, you know what? Just take it out of the case because we've literally got 5 minutes at this point.
Colour Wow dream coat. Gone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was all gone.
Awful. Anyway, so now we've got 5 minutes. We're starting to run. Bangkok
Grace,
airport.
Don't fucking lie. I was running to catch the flight because I knew we were going to miss it.
No, okay, so I started running for 5 minutes and then I ran past this couple and I literally heard her say, it could never be me running for a flight. I stopped immediately. I was so embarrassed. I stopped in my tracks. I walked.
No, I wasn't having it.
I said, Ella, hold that plane.
Stop us from getting out of there because we were going to die. I literally sprinted down this airport. The woman's walking around with this card saying last call. I look behind me. Grace is nowhere to be seen.
The length of this airport is so unnecessary. It's
Right.
like the entire, it's from North London to South London.
I was literally like, I'm getting on this flight with or without you, bitch. That was how I was feeling. Anyway, I get to the bloody front desk of the fucking flight and I'm about to give my passport over. And then I just see Grace strolling with her Louis Vuitton bag and her sunglasses. And I think, you're taking the piss out of me.
Yeah.
You were taking the actual piss.
Anyway, we get on the plane. There's not really anyone on there.
No.
I'm thinking, what's bloody lovely. Flights were cheap.
No one's on it.
We're going to Balhain.
Balhain.
Is this how you pronounce it, Balhain?
Yeah.
Does anyone know?
Yeah, it's Balhain.
Balhain.
It's right next to Iran, Israel.
I don't think it's right next to Iran. It's in the Middle East.
Babe,
But we
it
flew
is right
over
next
Iran.
to-
We
no.
flew over Iran.
No, I promise you it's right next to, I looked on the map.
Okay.
So we're on the flight and
I've got
Grace
the
is
air.
like, bit weird. The flight's empty. So I've just started Googling because I'm like that. I like to know what's happening. Why is my flight empty to Balhain? There's a level 4 warning, don't travel. And I know it said ceasefire, like they're not firing at each other right now, but it could happen. So I was like...
Do you know what this reminds me? When there's something happens and someone who went there a year ago went, oh my God, I went there last year.
Piss off. We get on this flight and then now it's about to take off. Well, before the planes even took off and it's too late for Grace to get off, I show her.
But bearing in mind, I'm already having some sort of panic attack because now I don't know.
felt
I'm
sick
not
from
feeling
running.
unwell. I felt sick from running. I'm having a panic attack. Ella decides, perfect moment to show me this. So now the entire flight there, I'm like
It was
shaking.
like 7 hours.
Anyway, we get there. One of the most beautiful airports ever.
It was
the Middle
incredible.
East do not fuck about with their airports. They're clean. They smell incredible. Everyone there is just loved. Like they just smell. It was
They
like
look so
going
rich.
Oh my God, it was like going into a different world. But however, I didn't realise that we were going to the Middle East. I didn't realise. Otherwise, I would have dressed like appropriately. I would have put some trousers on.
Grace was in Batty Riders.
I was in booty shorts and a vest top. I just
Yeah.
not even. I just.
We were like the only 2 people in the airport with our skin out.
I did. That was no good. But anyway, we get back.
Should have respected it a little bit more.
I didn't even know where we were going. I just booked the flights and said, get on the plane. I didn't even think. Anyway, we then get on our flight to Balhain to Athens. No.
It was.
So Ella, is this when you come on your period?
No, this was when I landed in Athens.
Okay.
The flight from Balhain to Athens, we literally hit the floor and God said, you're on your period today. So I literally jump up and panic because like I'm bleeding out. And I say to Grace, take my stuff. I'm going to the toilet. I need to, sort myself out.
And we're like, we're getting ready to go off the plane at this
Yeah.
point, right?
So I sort myself out. I come off. The woman's like, oh, she's here, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, thanks. Leave the plane. We get to security to connect our next flight to bloody Mykonos. I've gone in my bag because it's like, take your iPads and your laptops out. I haven't got my iPad because Grace left it on the plane.
What I'm going to say is,
So I've come on my period. and
I'm
Grace-
about 9 bottles of prosecco deep at this point. You shouldn't be trusting me with a pound, let alone an iPad. Yeah,
Right, so she's left my iPad on the fucking plane.
yeah.
And now I'm fuming. I'm literally livid. I've just gone on my period. I need my iPad. It feels like my pride and joy. I understand iPad kids now.
Yeah,
I
get
just
it.
want my iPad
Yeah.
to watch whatever I want
Celebrity X on the beach.
on the big screen.
Yeah,
I haven't
facts.
been watching that. It's mental. Go watch it. Anyway, we get to Mykonos. I'm still in a mood. Grace knows
No,
what
let
to
me
fuck
just-
about when I'm in a mood.
Right, so Ella's in this like, I've given her my iPad. I'm like the mother. I've given her my iPad. You can watch what you want, babe, yeah?
Yeah.
So we've landed, and bearing in mind, when we're on this plane, I see some bags. I'm going, Ella, look, it's our bags getting loaded in the plane. Look, amazing.
We were buzzing because we were like, imagine
Incredible.
if they like booked them in wrong from Bangkok. Like everything
You know-
was going wrong. So we were like, our cases aren't going to arrive. I was panicking.
Yes, we've taken off. Amazing little flight. They didn't give me a Prosecco, but
As soon as we went up, we went down.
yeah, exactly. I mean, they go fuck themselves for the Prosecco. But then we land. I've got a text, right? I've got, oh, what are you texting me? Bangkok Airways. Hello.
No,
We
it's
just-
Balhain.
Was it?
It's from Balhain.
Balhain. Just let you know, we don't have your bag. Yeah?
Grace is back.
So I've gone, oh, it's okay, because it might be my small one with nothing in it, right? It's the big cunt. Yeah.
She's got nothing.
Makeup, clothes, dresses, shoes.
Yeah, everything was in that bag.
But at this point, I'm having to stay strong here. I'm smiling. I'm going, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I do not. You know what, Ella? This is a blessing. You know, I could do with a detox without my heels. I'm fine with it, right? At this point, I inside my head, I'm going to fucking absolutely go. But outside, I'm like, this is a great day. Get in the cab. Cab driver's now telling me how much he loves Thailand. I've thought, I'm going to box you in your face. Yeah, you don't know what
the room. We literally what just said.
I've still got the shits. I've travelled for 20 hours. I've still got the shits.
Yeah.
Right, anyway. Get to the hotel. Now, this is a bit of fun. Get to the hotel in Mykonos. We tell them.
So lovely. We looked haggard. They must have thought, what have these girls been through? We looked like we'd been abducted and fucked up.
We looked like we'd had a chain on us.
Yeah.
Like a gangbang chain.
Yeah, we were fucked. We looked banged.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. Anyway, they go, well, you haven't had luck, but you've got luck now. They checked us in our room early. Upgraded us. Guess what? Massage. Facial.
Yeah, we got that.
I had an anti-anxiety massage. Yeah. That lasted 2 minutes.
Yeah, well, we had a massage. We was off to a great start, weren't we?
Then we go to the old town.
Grace is wearing my clothes at this point.
Yeah, I look like a butch fucking lesbian, which is nothing wrong with it, but it's not for me, sweetheart. Yeah? I'm about the glitz. I'm about the glam.
Yeah, I can't say I was like turned on.
I was in a vest top and trousers.
Yeah.
Ever seen anything like
it? I dress like that because I'm cool, but you...
I just looked lost.
You didn't suit it. You had baggy suit trousers.
And a vest.
I looked like
I was about to get out of Pint of Stella. It was fucking awful.
Yeah, like a wife beater vest.
Yeah, Ella was running off from me. Anyway, get there, go to Old Town. We find this bar and there's this lovely guy serving it.
Yeah.
Serving us. Lovely man, really friendly, drinking on the job, all you can ask for. Yeah. Bit of fun. Anyway.
I'm like on FaceTime to my mum, knowing full well, like, yeah, the first couple of hours have felt good, but I just want to go home again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I'm in such a good time. Inside, I'm like, fuck.
You know when you're trying to have a good time because you know you need to have a good time, but your drinks aren't even hitting you because you're really trying to have a good time?
Yeah.
That's what it's doing. Anyway, next day, we go Old Town again.
Mykonos was really different to Thailand. So Thailand was like crazy, adventurous, you know, do like just madness every day, see madness every day. And then Mykonos was like, you can chill with your thoughts, which is not good.
Yeah.
And if you want to party in the evening, you can party in the evening.
Yeah.
So it was a really big shift in like...
And then...
thing for us, wasn't it?
To distract myself from trying not to combust from anxiety, I said, you know what? I'm going to start lying just as a little hobby. So we go to this restaurant. I didn't eat any of it because it tastes like shit.
So, by the way, so awkward when the waiter comes over and goes, I've had this so many times with you. What's wrong with the food? Blah, blah, blah. And you sit there and go nothing, but you've got a plate full of food still.
So I've just decided...
I could die from that.
I just went, oh, nothing. We just fully jabbed up on a Zempic. Fully jabbed.
By the way, I've eaten my whole meal. My whole plate of food is gone.
And he's gone off. So I thought, brilliant. First slice successfully completed. Anyway, next day we get a boat. What I'm going to say to you is that, you ever seen them like the North Sea TikToks? Fuck me. Thank God I took me travel sickness.
It was bad.
We were left right good night. It was everywhere. And anyway, get there. And the whole thing was to go snorkeling.
Yeah.
Sea was 1 degree. 1 degree.
It was so bad.
My nipples were just breaking my bikini.
Said midnight, I understand why Jack died. Jack and Rose.
He froze.
He froze to death.
I paid...
I was going to freeze to death.
250 quid, dollar, whatever the fuck it is, euro, for a sea bob. It's one of those electric things you can go around and see with.
And Grace... the waves were vicious.
Because I was trying to prove a point. I was like, I don't need a fucking sea bob. I can swim.
The wind was vicious. The waves were fucking vicious. I'm on the sea bob enjoying life. I've seen Grace slowly going under and the waves are crashing on her head and she looks fucked. So I sea bob over to her. And I'm like, get out. Anyway, Grace grabs the top of my fucking shorts.
Because there's nothing else to hang on
Nah,
to.
mate, you're taking the piss. Grace grabs the top of my shorts, right? And I put my accelerator down and my whole shorts come down. My ass is out.
But I'm drowning, so I'm going, keep going. So she's had to go to the boat with her arsehole out.
My cheeks are out and all the men are looking like what we're doing. And I'm dragging Grace back and my full cheeks are out. And I'm like, this is fucked.
Yeah, horror.
Yeah.
And then I had to go on the sea, Bob nearly drowned myself because I put it full speed. I was like, and then I nearly drowned. Anyway, at this point, we've gone back to land.
It wasn't quite the boat ride that we experienced in Crete. The guy on the boat in Crete was fucking incredible.
Love
we had
him.
Such a nice time.
Hope he's well.
And this boat ride was really like, it was like a real decline of just, we were really happy to go on it. And
yeah.
when we come off it, we were like, well, that was shit.
We try and do a night out. Me and Ella end up arguing about where we're going on the night out because I've left this other place.
No, by the way, Old Town in Mykonos, mate, every fucking street you turn down, it all looks the same. So me and Grace have definitely walked 6 circles around the same thing, and I've passed this same guy at a bar, and he keeps looking at us going, when we're walking past.
I'm like, the bar is up here, I swear. And she's
and
like,
then we've walked back in a circle again and passed him again, and he's gone... Like, he is giving us the weirdest looks. He's must thinking, these girls are on crack. They've just walked circles and circles and circles for the past hour.
But then, right, Ella needs a piss, right? So we go, where's a gay bar?
Oh, man.
Let me tell you something. Send us to this gay bar, right? We walk in, obviously lesbians. Ella's got a bun, right? We are so obviously gay. We might as well be fucking fingering each other when we walk in, right? There's this gay man who works there. Excuse me, where are the bathrooms? He looks at me as if I've just shot his nan.
He goes down like dirty.
He goes, there, right? So we've just seen urinals and walked straight past it. Then we're back out. So we've gone back in. He's there. We've got, oh, sorry, is that the toilet? Sorry, I just saw urinal, like having a laugh. He literally looks at Ella up and down and goes, okay, right?
So bad.
Anyway, Ella goes for a piss. We come back out.
He's then hovering outside the toilet.
He's like watching us. I'm thinking... Even if you were fucking, good for you. It's a gay club, you know? You'd never get this treatment and freedom. They'd encourage it. Anyway, we then walk out. The guys followed us out to check what we're doing. I thought, do we look dodgy? Anyway.
You must look dodgy.
Right. Had my nipples out, to be fair. Then we get to this other bar. It's good vibes. I see this gay guy, I knew he was gay, on a pole.
Yeah.
And I said to Ella, I need to make friends with him. He's one of us.
Yeah, we beeline for that guy.
I pushed every person out the way to get to that man on the pole. I get him down. He's Irish. I make friends with him. Good vibes. And then I decide I need to go home.
Yeah.
Right? The next day, by the way, the whole time something's been off, right? But we'll get into this. We're having lunch the next day at the hotel and I'm like a mute.
Yeah, Grace won't talk to me. And I'm like, have I pissed you off? Have I upset you? I even said to her, like, I don't feel like you were having a good night last night. Like, did something happen? Like, I was really trying to dig for that fucking... Thing is with Grace, when she feels a certain way, she won't say it until she's hit breaking point, and then it will all just come out in emotion instead of her actually telling me what's wrong. She'll just scream, cry, and throw up, and then she'll be like, yeah, so I'm over it now, but this was what was wrong. So I'm trying to dig for what was wrong.
Yeah. So
Grace is like glazed over, and I'm like, hello? Like, I'm actually trying to tap into her, and she's just like, no. So we go upstairs to our room, and then I'm sat on the bed and we're just chilling, and I'm like looking at beach clubs, like, oh, we do a beach club today, babe, like there's really nice ones here, blah, blah, blah. There's nothing coming from Grace apart from tapper on the screen. So I've looked over at Grace's phone. She looks like she's booking something, so I'm thinking, oh, she's on board, she's booking a beach club.
Bit of fun.
When I've looked closer, the cunt's booking therapy when she gets home.
£26 a month, I reckon.
She's booking therapy for when she gets home. I said, something ain't right.
Yeah.
I said, Grace, why are you booking therapy? And then that's when you just broke down.
The whole time in Mykonos, it felt like this, and I thought I was going to have to be sectioned when I was telling Ella this, because I thought, how do I tell her? I was sat there and it felt like I wasn't real. No one was real. And I was watching my body from like the outside of my body. I couldn't even, if I tapped my leg, I couldn't even feel that. It was.
Yeah, she was fucked.
It was fucking
and like,
bizarre.
The more she'd speak about it and the more conversations she'd had with people, even from back home, like your mum and dad.
Yeah, worse it got.
She was saying it and I was like, I had to like verify over her shoulder, like, we're not on drugs, by the way.
Yeah.
Because Grace was actually like, what was coming out of her mouth would be from somebody who's taken crack, I assume.
My dad tried to book me blood tests for when we landed.
Yeah.
He said, you've gone mad. You need a blood test. You've caught something. It's gone to your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then that was when we were just like, you know what? Let's just go home.
Yeah. So we booked the last flight out. It went to Luton. That was a bit of a...
And then the cab driver was late. Ella was in shorts. She was freezing her tits off. Every road was shut.
On the way home.
On the way home.
It's just like I know it sounds like really little inconveniences, but when you've had a lot of inconveniences over like a really short space of time, it was 10 days, by the way, we was away for. 4 in one country, 4 in another, 2 days we're travelling, right, all together. Those little inconveniences were adding up, and in the end, we were like...
Well, I think it is.
We're never leaving the house.
You build it up as well. Like me and Ella only get one holiday a year because of your football. Mm. So when we have a holiday, we're in the back of our minds, we're like, we have to enjoy this. So when something goes wrong or something isn't how you imagine it, it
threw us right off.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh,
we've never
fuck.
been in that situation before, so we thought the best thing to do was book a holiday on top of Thailand.
And what I'm going to say is, I know we're really blessed. This isn't us being like I know we're blessed to be able to be like, if we want to leave Thailand, we can leave and go to another country. Like I know a lot of people wouldn't be able to do that, and they'd just have to stick it out. So I get that. Don't want it to sound like we're ungrateful. However, we should have just gone home, I think.
Yeah, we should have.
And I think those flights sent me mentally unwell.
Yeah.
Because I can't fly anyway.
Let alone 4.
Like, so 4 flights for me, I think it just sent me over the edge, and I had an actual mental breakdown. I've never had a mental breakdown before, but I had an actual mental breakdown. It was crazy. I genuinely said to Ella, this was insane as well. Ella phoned her mum, and I took the phone and I said, you need to section me when I get home. You have to section me.
It was fucked.
I've lost my mind, and you need to sort me out, like, immediately, like I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
And Rhonda was like, what the fuck is going on? Actually, Rhonda was really good. She was like, no, you're not gonna die, you're fine.
Yeah, Mum was trying to like reason with her and say she's felt like that before, but I'm pretty sure
she
has felt like that before.
Yeah, but then when we landed,
Miss Girl, a big shout out to Miss Girl.
Big shout out to Miss Girl.
Seriously, my little sister is our fucking hero.
She drove 2 hours to my mum's to pick up Noodle and Sherry, and then 2 hours back.
Then she picked up Kimchi because obviously they'd stayed apart. She then drove all of the dogs and Tiny to our house and sat with them. And we arrived at like 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
She's there.
She was awake.
With the dogs. Like, she actually saved our cheeks because it wouldn't have felt like home.
All we wanted was to be in our bed with our 3 dogs.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we were, genuinely, I mean, we went to Blue Water and I had the same thing. We were taking Ella's nieces out and I went, I don't feel real. And Ella was like, stop it.
I was like, pack it in.
The girls were like, what is she talking about? But I've only had it once since then. I feel like I'm back on the straight and narrow now.
Yeah.
I do think I need some help with my emetophobia. I think that was the main thing as well in Thailand. I didn't eat because I was so scared of being sick.
Yeah.
I was so scared that
I don't give a fuck. I'm such a foodie. I'll eat anything.
Yeah, but I just couldn't enjoy myself because I was so terrified of being unwell.
Yeah.
So I just feel like maybe I should just... But then in Benidorm I got unwell, so maybe I should just go Skegness. But yeah, do you know what? We go again. That was our holiday. Get back on the horse. And do you know what? It's a funny story now. Like, when we talk about it, we're like, do you fucking remember when you nearly got sectioned on holiday?
And we're still here together as well, because that really could have broke us, that. There were times where I was like, I don't know if I can do this. Like,
yeah, we were on the rocks.
I did not know if I could do this because I was like, I already feel like the same. But you were like...
If Ella crumbled, I would have died.
Yeah.
Ella had to hold me up because I'm genuinely serious. If I'd have said, by the way, I don't feel real and I'm having a mental breakdown, and Ella started doing the same, well, I don't even know what would have happened there.
That was a lot.
So yeah, but that was our holiday.
So we had a good time.
We had a great time.
No, there were a couple days we enjoyed.
Can't wait to go back to Koh Samui.
No, we're never going there again. Fuck that. No, honestly, like, if you go to Thailand and find yourself, good for you. But we did not find.
I fucking lost myself. She lost her voice.
Yeah.
I lost my bowels.
Yeah. We lost a lot in Thailand. And
yeah.
We've had to work really hard to get it back, but we're fine now. So no one send help.
Anyway, hope you didn't. I just wanted to get off the chest. I hope no one minds. Don't cancel us for being ungrateful. You can if you want. There
was no private jets involved, so we took economy flights. Which
facts. Right. Well, thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Good luck if you're going to Koh Samui.
My advice to you is to not go to Koh Samui again, and to maybe still get therapy.
Yeah. My advice to you is maybe don't show me that we're flying over a level 4.
Warning.
Don't fly.
Yeah.
While I'm already on the plane and we've taken off. I think that's my advice to you.
Okay.
Cool. Thanks for watching, guys.